ओम शांति। यह बाबा की सेवा के लिए नया चैनल चालू किया है। इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti, Morning Murli, 12th March. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, if you want to claim the inheritance of constant happiness from the unlimited Father, remove all the defects from within you. Sweet children, if you want to claim the inheritance of constant happiness from the unlimited Father, remove all the defects from within you. Study well and also teach others. Question: what special virtue do you need in order to become an instrument for doing service in the same way as the Father? What special virtue do you need in order to become an instrument for doing service in the same way as the Father? Answer: tolerance. Tolerance. Don't have too much attachment to your body. Do everything with the power of yoga. When all your illness are finished with the power of yoga, you will be able to become an instrument and do service in the same way as the Father. Second question: by your committing which great sin does your intellect become locked? By your committing which great sin does your intellect become locked? Answer: if after belonging to the Father. If after belonging to the Father you defame the Father, and instead of being obedient and faithful, you do disservice under the influence of an evil spirit, and don't let go of that dirty activity. Your intellect becomes locked by that hug sin. Your intellect becomes locked by that hug sin. So, who has come to the door of my mind with the sound of ankle bells? Om Shanti. God speaks. You children know that the incorporeal one, the purifier, the ocean of knowledge, sits here and teaches you souls. To study the scriptures, etc., belong to the path of devotion. No one studies those in the golden and silver ages. People have continued to study them from the copper age onward. It was human beings who wrote the scriptures. God did not write them, and Vyas was not God. Vyas was a human being. Everyone remembers the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. The mistake they have made is that they have considered Shri Krishna to be the God of the Gita. The Father explains, I not Shri Krishna, I am the ocean of knowledge. Only the Father knows the history and geography of this unlimited world, of how souls come down from the beginning to the end. There is the incorporeal world, then the subtle region, and then this corporeal world. So, no one apart from myself, the incorporeal seed, the ocean of knowledge, can give you the knowledge of how this cycle turns. Then, when the path of devotion begins, devotee sits and write those scriptures, etc. Those scriptures are going to be written again. It is not that they will stop writing them. The original eternal religion of Bharat is the religion of the deities. At the beginning of the golden age, it was the kingdom of deities. The people of Bharat have forgotten their religion. The people of Bharat have forgotten their religion. Those who were pure have now become impure, and that is why God says, I come and purify you, impure human beings, and make you into pure deities. You know that you are studying in order to become deities. No one apart from the Father, can change you from humans into deities, because everyone here is impure and corrupt. How will they then become pure and elevated? This impure devilish world is the kingdom of Ravan. There is no kingdom now. The kingdom of Rama and Ravan are remembered. God comes and establishes the kingdom of Rama. People say, "O God, come and tell us the knowledge of the Gita once again." Krishna would not tell it. You children now understand that it is not a human being who is teaching you. It is all human souls who are studying. The one who is teaching you is incorporeal God. What does he make you? Deities from humans. This is your aim and objective. What would students be able to study at school without an aim and objective? No. It is in the intellects of you children that you have come here once again to change from human into deities. You should also know very well the one who is teaching you, his name is Shiva. He does not have a bodily name. All other teachers are souls who teach through their bodies. So each one has his own body. Each one has his own body. That one is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who says, "I don't have a body of my own. I take the sport of this one." His soul is also studying and becoming the number one deity. The one who was the new man has now become old. Krishna is the first new man, and then after 84 births he becomes Brahma. This one does not know his own birth, and that is why I sit and tell him. This one means Brahma Baba does not know his own births, and that is why I sit and tell him. In his first birth, this one was Shri Krishna, and he then became impure by taking rebirth. I now make him Brahma and then Shri Krishna. This is also written clearly in the picture of the tree. This one is doing tapasya as a Brahman down below. This same Brahma is standing at the top of the tree in the impure world. And now here at the confluence age he is doing tapasya. The same applies to you. You too were deities and have now become impure Shudras by taking rebirth. You are now once again becoming pure. You know that you are becoming pure through the purifier, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. The Father tells you the method. Remember me. Only by remembering me will you become pure. Only in the golden age are both souls and bodies are pure. Here, everyone receives an impure body. The worst corruption is the vice of lust. Those who are born through vice are said to be corrupt. No one is corrupt in the golden age because there is no vice there. Krishna is said to be completely viceless, and then those who are viceless become vicious. There is no vice in the golden and silver ages, and this is why the Father says you have to conquer these 5 vices. The Father alone makes the vicious world viceless. These are some who are unable to imbibe any virtues at all. There are some who are unable to imbibe any virtues at all. The evil spirit of anger, greed, and attachment make you completely ugly. The dirtiest vice of all is lust. The dirtiest vice of all is lust. That too comes when there is body consciousness. The Father says, consider yourself to be souls. It is souls that have sanskars of knowledge. The sanskars of knowledge in souls have now completely ended. Baba says, remember me. Human beings only remember corporeal beings. They are used to devotion that they remember gurus and deities. When they go to Badrinath or Amarnath, they sit and worship stones. They also go to Shiva temple, but none of them knows that he is the father. That is called blind faith. No one knows when the father comes or how he comes. Everything is now explained to you, children. Among you, there are also a few who are good, sensible, faithful, and obedient children who don't have any evil spirits in them. Those who are influenced by evil spirits also distress others a lot. If someone does a lot of disservice, his status is lowered. Instead of becoming a pure and charitable soul, he becomes an even more sinful soul. So, first there is body consciousness, and then the other vices also come. Even an evil spirit of greed comes. You would then want to eat special milk tolli or cream, etc. This has continued from the beginning. You now have to make your stage very strong. You now have to make your stage very strong. The evil spirit of greed too destroys your status. These evil spirits have distressed you for half the cycle. Those who say that they are becoming pure and charitable soul and are making others the same become sinful soul themselves, and then they also start making others the same. They then defame the name of the clan. If you have an evil spirit of anger, how would you remove evil spirits from others? When you see anyone's wrong activities of body consciousness, report that to Baba. Dharamraj keeps a register and he will give you visions of everything at the time of punishment and show you how. While under the influence of those vices, you caused a lot of trouble for others. Some children burn in an evil spirit of anger. Their souls become completely dark. When you do disservice, Baba closes the locks on your intellects. Such souls cannot do any service. Such souls cannot then do any service. At the end, Baba will give you many visions and you will then become very distressed. This is why you children must not perform any wrong actions. Baba says if you do perform any wrong activities, then report that to Baba. Baba understands that because of body consciousness, so and so will become a maid or a servant. They will also claim a low status among the subjects. Baba decorates you children with knowledge, but in spite of that, you don't reform yourself. It is only at this time that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul comes and decorates you with the knowledge and makes you into emperors and empresses of the golden age. There has to be great tolerance in this. There has to be great tolerance in this. There should not be too much attachment to bodies. There should not be too much attachment to the bodies. Do everything with the power of yoga. Baba himself is old, but he is still alert in yoga. He has a cough and yet he remains on service. He has to do so much service with his intellect, to look after so many children, to make arrangements for guests, etc. He has so many burdens. He has many thoughts about all of that. If any of the children's activity is bad, they defame the father's name. People would say, is this one a Brahma Kumar or Kumari? So the name of Brahma is defamed. This is why it is said that anyone who defames the Guru cannot claim a high status. This in fact refers to Satguru. This in fact refers to Satguru. Those Iron Age Gurus have then shown it as referring to themselves. This is why people are afraid of the Gurus in case they curse them. There is not anything like that here. They attract bad wishes onto themselves with their own activity. So you children should be concerned about your own future. If you don't make effort now, this will be your state every cycle. If you don't make effort now, this will be your state every cycle. The Father explains to you so clearly. But in spite of that, there are some who don't stop becoming ugly. Then they break, that is, they die and fall into hell. Then they break, that is, they die and fall into hell. They then stop studying. Some children keep going very well. Some take birth to God and then die after 8 or 10 years. And they divorce the father. A physical father is also happy when he sees his obedient children. But they are all number wise. Some even cause trouble at the centers. They become big thorns. They become part of the family here and then defame the name and thereby become greatly sinful souls. This is why Baba continues to explain to you, you have come here to claim your inheritance of happiness from the unlimited Father. Therefore, all your weaknesses have to be removed. Students who pass in school, but that they will pass with 80 or 90%. Then when they do pass with those marks, they send telegram to one another in great happiness. Baba is saying this is an unlimited study. It becomes known whether you will become part of the Sun dynasty or Moon dynasty. When those of the Moon dynasty become kings and queens, those who were in the Sun dynasty then become the second number to him. When it is the kingdom of Rama and Sita, Lakshmi and Narayan have become junior. The name of the Sun dynasty has ended. This knowledge is very entertaining. Those who follow Shrimad will be able to imbibe knowledge very well. They will be able to claim a high status. Shiv Baba has a part on the path of devotion and also on the path of knowledge. Shankar's job is just to destroy everything. Shankar's job is just to destroy everything. So, how can you speak of him? There is a lot said about Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba. In the cycle of 84 birth, Baba has the number one part. They have mixed up Shiva and Shankar. Shiv Baba has the biggest part. To make all the children happy is something that requires so much work. He then goes to rest. This one, Brahma has a part for 84 birth. Those of Islam and Buddhists etc. come later. They don't play all round parts. Those who play all round parts receive so much happiness. Receive so much happiness. We become the masters of heaven. Bharat is called heaven. There is so much happiness that you are establishing the kingdom of heaven for yourself. You also have to explain to others so that they can make their lives worthwhile. You have come to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, to claim your inheritance of heaven. If you don't have that aim and objective in your intellect, what would you do while sitting here? What would you do while sitting here? Brahmans are the mouth-born creation of Brahma. The unlimited Father adopts unlimited children. There are so many children. Unless you belong to Brahma, you cannot claim your inheritance from Shiv Baba. Bharat was elevated and there was no evil spirits there. If there is even one evil spirit, that is said to be adulteration. Evil spirits have to be completely chased away. Many returned to Baba. Baba, the evil spirit of lust came, but I was saved. Baba says, children, many storms will come, but don't perform any such action with your physical organs. Chase away the evil spirits. Otherwise, you would not be able to become part of the Sun or Moon dynasty. It is not good to go into trance. It is not good to go into trance because Maya interferes in that a great deal. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says Namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First, don't perform any sinful action with your physical organs. Don't perform any sinful action with your physical organs. Don't behave in any way that would make other people have bad wishes for you. Keep your future in your mind and perform charitable actions. Second, remove from within you whatever ugliness and interferences of evil spirits there is due to body consciousness. Decorate yourself with knowledge and become a worthy child. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take a blessing. May you become a constant yogi and a constant server with the easy method of staying busy. May you become a constant yogi and a constant server with the easy method of staying busy. Baba is saying, Brahman birth is for constantly serving. Brahman birth is for constantly serving. The busier you stay doing service, the more easily you will become a conqueror of Maya. So, whenever your intellect is free, engage yourself in doing service. Don't waste your time in anything. Just do service, whether you serve with your thoughts, words, or actions. You can also serve through your contacts and activities. To stay busy, doing service is to make effort easily. To stay busy doing service is to make effort easily. If you are busy, you will become free from battling and become a constant yogi and a constant server. If you are busy, you will become free from battling and become a constant yogi and a constant server. Slogan, in order to keep yourself, the soul, constantly healthy, continue to eat the nourishment of happiness. In order to keep yourself, the soul, constantly healthy, continue to eat the nourishment of happiness. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.